Katie before Thacher was a dancer.
8th grade Miles Fawcett was trying to find a high school that could help him get to college.
When I was a freshman, I never thought I would build a pig pen.
In 8th grade, I was really big in math and sciences.
Before Thacher, my main focus was athletics.
I was so excited with the entire vibe around the theater, but when I got to Thacher, it really started to evolve.
I'd been dancing since I was 4, and I'd never really tried anything radically different. Coming to Thacher, it was an opportunity to explore new things, but I didn't count on the fact that I really like the outdoors. I'm a ballerina turned climber. My favorite part of climbing is when you're kind of in the middle of the rock face and you're at a really tough part and you don't think that you can do it and you try once. Nope. Fall down and you're like, shoot. And then you try again. Somehow you do it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thacher and my time here has really focused my interests. I've found my passion in studying China and Chinese. I spent my junior year studying and living in Beijing, China.
We're here in a Beijing hutong and these people are playing some badminton. We're just cruising our bikes down to these little streets. Oh, there's the brickmaker.
I don't know if I would have ended up at SYA if I hadn't come to Thacher. Thacher helped cultivate the curiosity that drove me there. When classes ended in China, I was going home and having conversations with my host family, and on the weekend studying martial arts and going to temples and mosques, and wanting that extra dimension to my education was rooted in the wide experiences that Thacher gives you.
My friend and I were walking from the soccer field last spring, and I asked him if he'd like to raise pigs with me come this fall. It kind of just came from that, and we both had the energy and the willpower to kind of make it happen.
Hey, what are you doing?
And we built the pen, and Mr. Meyer designed a little shed that we built this fall. We feed the slop to the pigs as a way of decreasing landfill. Thacher has allowed me to experience learning outside the classroom.
This past summer, my 2 best friends and I, Marshall and Will, decided it would be an amazing adventure for the 3 of us to go hike the John Muir Trail, which is around 212 miles from Yosemite down to Mount Whitney. We spent 19 days on the trail. We had 2 food resupplies, walking around 13 to 15 miles per day. And you come out of it and it's an experience that transcends all of time. And it's not just a moment in your life, but it's a moment that connects to everything in your life and makes you remember what's so special about this school and the opportunities that it offers to us.
Everything you say and do has to go out there.
Thacher's nurtured my interest in that it's just encouraging in every way. When you have that entire company working together, it's really a community within this school.
Jessica was our company.
It pushes you in a way because you're with these people that you don't necessarily know so well because they're coming from all over the grades, but then you come together and you have 4 weeks to pull off this huge production. It's really fun. Thacher's not an arts academy. You're not coming here just to do the arts, but when you can do it in sync with all these other parts of your life, it's a lucky thing.
I grew up in an apartment, so I'd never had a pet before, so having a horse just sounded like the coolest thing ever. It's really hard to explain the feeling I get from riding, but I had no idea I would fall in love with it that much. My horse right now is a guy named Russell. If I had to compare him to anything, he'd be like a balding guy in like his 30s or something like that. He's not the greatest looking horse, really goofy guy, afraid of everything, but he's the most honest horse I've ever ridden. I got the Silver Dollar last year. It was quite possibly the most rewarding experience I've ever had. You have to have the confidence in yourself and in your horse to know that you have a shot and you can do it. You have to be ready to fail to be able to learn to pick yourself back up. And the only way you can do that is through experience. Thacher is one of those unique places that has you do that both on the field, the horse, even in classes. Thacher gives you those really small, unique opportunities to just experience things, you know. Taught me how to be the kind of man I want to be.
Raise your paddle so I can hike a Trans-Sierra.
Raise your paddle so I can have my own classical concert.
So that I can be fluent in French and Chinese.
So I can expand my artistic interests.
So that I can take the lead in a Thacher musical.
So that I can write the book of poetry that I've always wanted to.
So I can make Thacher honey from our own Thacher bees.
Raise your paddle so that I can say I did it all at Thacher.
Raise your